What's up, guys? So today, on this lovely end of a big afternoon, I'm going to detail this Hyundai Getz. This one here, it's just going to be an interior exterior detail. So clean on the outside, 2-soap method, wash wheels and tires. But let's take a look around it. Here, come this way. So as you can tell, we'll hit up these wheels. They look like they haven't had any love in a while. So as you can tell, we'll hit up in the inner guards as well, give them a good wash. And then we'll go through the interior. And we're going to hit up the floor, the seats. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a shampoo extract on the interior carpets and seats. So of course that's going to bring out any sort of, dirt or stains or anything like that. But as you can tell, if you have a look through this, like look at that. It's been a while since it's had a bit of love. So we're going to show it a bit of love today. See how we go. Wish me luck. But it should be good. Should be a good turnout. We'll get started. Now, if you come this way, you'll probably see this in action later. We're going to start off with using, here it is, foam gun. So we'll start off with using that. Don't mind the noise, that's just the pressure washer. Now, I've got the right one. No. So, pH neutral soap as usual. Here, come this way. So, not a bad car Hyundai Getz. Pretty reliable from what I've seen. Lady owner, owned it for a few years, so it's definitely seen its fair wear and tear with the likes of scratches and things like that, but it started. Yeah. Now, I'm out in Penrith today, good old western suburbs, but you never need your car cleaned. I do the whole of Sydney, which is good. We'll get it started. Now I'm using a new pressure washer today. It's the 2.0 Active. So it's actually a compact version, which is pretty cool. I haven't got it fully set up yet, but this is the new gun on it. But let me show you what else I'll be using with it. Let me show you the pressure washer. Come this way. So don't mind the van. Hasn't been fully set up yet. I actually set it at this location. So let's have a look. Now, if you have a look in there, come closer. See this little machine just there? That's the Active 2.0. So I've got that set up. The retail on those is $5.99, which is pretty cool. Now, also, where is it? Somewhere here. Here it is. So also, which I still need to buy the attachment for, is this Active swivel gun, which is pretty cool.
What does it do?
I'll show you. So, this is the Active swivel. See the nice case it comes in? Which is pretty cool. Look at that. So that's the Active swivel, and the reason why I call it a swivel is I'll show you here in a second. Because this bottom bit here actually moves. So this will be set up once I've done the quick connect on the pressure washer, which is cool. So yeah, no, that's the new pressure washer. Anyways, let's get started on this detail before the sun goes down. Here, come this way. Have a look at this. At least you can get a close up. Now, if you've never watched my videos, the reason why I do a two foam method is actually reduces the chances of scratching a car. So what you will find with any sort of soap, that if you apply one application of soap with a foam gun, you'll find that you're not taking off any sort of loose dirt. But if you do it with a second, is it still recording? If you do it with the step one of a foam gun, you're gonna have a higher chance of scratching the car. But if you do it as a two-step, which is foaming the car twice, you're actually getting rid of a lot of that loose dirt, which is fantastic. So pretty simple, pretty easy. You've probably seen in my other videos, I probably explained before, but if you're new, that's why you should do a two foam method. You can go two foam method, or you can go two bucket method. Two foam method is my go-to. A little bit more better for time, but we'll get started now. So on that part, I'll set up the bucket. Now, come behind the van. This is where all the magic happens. I'm going to clean up the bucket. Now, what I do use with every clean is, of course, scrub mitt, get off bugs, and 2 mitts. Always clean them, always wash them, which is great. Now, of course, cleaning out the bucket is a must. So we'll do that. I hope you've all had a great day. Today we went out to... Where did we go out to today?
We went out to Parramatta.
Yeah. So we went out to Parramatta area, picked up the pressure washer. There was so much traffic. As you'd expect it, 3-ish in the afternoon. Through the week, you're going to get a lot of traffic here in Sydney, but it's all right. Yeah, we stopped at, it's a bit like Cabramatta, but it's out in Parramatta, and
It's in
Ashfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So we went out to Ashfield, we got a corn dog, got some, was it like fried potato or something?
Yeah, fried potato.
Yeah, so we got some of that. It was nice. What's that? Right.
It's a bit dark right now, so the time is around 7 o'clock at night.
When?
It's a bit dark.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to fit this in, but we're getting to the end of daylight savings. So I'll still be doing it, but there'll be a lot of night times as usual, but it's all right.
say about the Fenwick weather today?
What do you
It's
mean?
really good, cloudy.
Yeah, it's a bit rainy today, I tell you what. That's fine.
As long as you can clean the floors, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. All right. These are good to go. Right, let's go hit up this car. More locked and loaded. I got the gun, ready to go. Let's do this. The power on this bad boy. Yeah, watch your feet. Cool. Sorry. All right. It's got a bit of power, this. Oh. All right. Nice. All soaped up. What do you reckon? Looks good? What? You're hungry? What? What's wrong with this? It's a good look, don't you think? Check it out. Got the big gun, big stomach. Well, it's a good look. We went like this. All right, we'll get started with this. Let's get rid of here. Cool. Now, let's do this. Now, as you can tell, straight lines. Always the best. Now, if you come over here, have a look. So I'll start from here, go like that. But of course, always top to bottom, not bottom to top. Because you're going to find that dirt is actually going to be more dirty on the bottom than it is on the top. Reason being is because a lot of traffic film is going to build up from flicking up from the wheels and driving on the road. That's what you're going to find. Yeah. got my pad ready. So now you're probably like, what's this square funny looking thing? Well, it's actually for your knees. Max Shine kneel pad, which is pretty cool. I never even knew they exist. I just went through, I was walking through, it was like Super Cheap Auto or something. I was just walking through there one day, grabbing some glass cleaner, just a normal week. And I'm like, oh, what's this? Here we are. Found it. I'm like, this is the best. Do you know what? If you're like me, you detail cars every day. You're like, man, I'm sick of kneeling on the floor. You know, so this is where this comes in. It's a lifesaver. I tell you what, best investment I've ever had. So it's funny, like, a lot of people, they won't even like clean their hubcaps, but they don't come up too bad. I mean, as you can tell, if you come closer, look at this. See this? What I've noticed with this is, see how there's peeling on the hubcap? And it's went a bit like, it's silver here and it's went a bit discolored there. The reason why that's happened is because someone's went too close with the pressure washer. And what's happened is it's actually flicked off the enamel on the paint from the hubcap. So be careful. Each time you do your wheels, be careful of that one thing. You know, because it's only a thin enamel of paint on your hubcap. And if you go too close, this is what's going to happen. It's going to flick off. So if you're like me and you love your car, that's the way to do it. All right, let's hit up these wheels. Now, if you ever want your car done, or you want a detailed or paint correction or graphene coating, or you have a truck or a boat or an aircraft, you'll actually find me on Facebook, on TikTok as well, on YouTube. You know, you'll find all the details mostly on Facebook and Google though. So hit me up there, have a look at the page, have a look at the reviews, and you'll see that it's going to be a great outcome for you, and it's definitely going to be worth your time having a look, because I haven't got one bad review. So I do a pretty good job. And it's value for money as well, but it's also quality. And usually those two don't go together, but with me, because it's only me and the missus, really, you know, there's not much overhead at all. So I can afford to do the prices that I offer and still do a premium work, because I take pride in what I do. So hit me up. Be more than happy to help you out.
We travel around Sydney. Usually also have clients in Blue Mountains.
Yeah. Blue Mountains is fun. Where were we the other day? We done that. Where was that? Oh, Katoomba. So we went out to Katoomba the other day. Probably seen on the channel with the past video with the charity car show. So we went up there. The only downside was it was raining, so there was only probably like 4 or 5 cars, but still a great drive out there. You know, if you've ever been up to Katoomba, it's great. But yeah, no, I do a lot of work out there. So if you live up the Blue Mountains, lower or higher Blue Mountains, I go both parts. I can definitely help you out. That's for sure. So thinking after I do the wheels, I'm going to hit up the pinstripes. So see these here, you'll find that after a bit of time, they're actually going to get like discolored. The best way of doing that, getting some tire shine. And you're probably thinking, but isn't tire shine only for the tires? No, completely wrong. Straight for the plastic. Go straight for the plastic, spray some tire shine on there, then wipe it in with the cloth and you'll see the difference. Great. That's what I do anyways. Yeah, you've got to be careful with some of these hubcaps. So these look original. These are the original ones for sure. And the first thing to break on an old Getz like this, hubcaps. I can't get that off for some reason. All right. Wow. See what the sun can do? Crazy. Bit of sun damage. It's one thing I don't do. I'll leave that to the painters. All right, next part. Drying it up. Here, come. So, it's obviously a bit of a cross-country walk with this video, going from here to there, but let's have a look. So, This one, drying cloth, which is good. Best thing to clean a car with. I mean, I've been using chamois for years and there's nothing wrong with a chamois, you know, like the pigskin ones, there's nothing wrong with them. You know, they last ages and, you know, they're not too bad for cars, but if you want to take good care with drying a car and use something different, drying towels are good too. I still use a chamois, but every now and then a drying towel goes well because really it covers more surface. Like, look at that. Hood's done. With a chamois, got to wring it out 3 times when you're chamoising a bonnet. With this, no wringing out. I can do the whole car, not wring it out once. So drying towel, look into it. Across the bonnet, done. Easy, right? Oh, what are you feeling for dinner?
I don't know.
You don't know? You cooking? Because it's funny, the person holding the camera, greatest cook. Been trying to talk her into going into a competition for cooking.
I'm a slash videographer.
Yeah.
Slash cook.
Or chef, or going to be. Or chef, or going to be.
What was your favorite food at all time?
Favorite food of all time? What, that you've cooked?
Anything.
Anything.
It could be I cook or the one that you bought from outside.
That's a hard question. Depends on the day. I don't know, some days I'd go for like a steak, like an eye fillet, 50 gram, they're usually pretty good, 40 gram, cooked medium, or I wouldn't mind, you know, like a seafood platter or just some prawns and a couple of beers. That's my sort of style.
Would you like to?
Dry off the wheels, we'll tire shine it, then we'll get on to the inside. Now check it out. Clean or clean? Looks great. These microfibers are the best. So you're pretty fine that with every microfiber. It's got a different feel to it. But with this, it's got two sides. It's got a fluffy side and it's got a soft side, which is really cool. And it's funny, like everyone thinks, oh, we'll go to Bunnings, we'll get, you know, the packet of microfibers, $10, that's gonna do the trick. Save yourself a bit of time. Get a membership, go to Costco or something. Get a packet of microfibers. $23. And they're the best, which is cool. Now, with this, what I was saying before, like that. Wipe it in. Done. Massive difference. See, look at that. If you can see it, because it's getting a bit dark now. Yeah. Cool. Have a look around that. Alright, so now we're going to heat up the inside. I'm going to do some vacuuming. This. This vacuum cleaner here.
Oh, it's raining now.
I know, a little bit of drizzle here, but keep on going. Now, what I'm going to do first with this, I'm going to blow out the inside. So I'll use the air compressor. Started.
What is that for?
That is the corner door.
Yeah, who gave you that?
You bought it for me.
It's your favorite thing.
Yes. So I'm going to pull out the reel on this one. I'm going to use the corner door. And also what it does,
What does a tornado do?
huh?
What does a tornado do?
I'll show you in a second. That's the corner door. Let's go. Lock this up. Now we're going to go through. Let's stay away from the car. And as you can tell, can you see that right? We'll use this. then we're going to hit up. That's the right. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. No, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Hurry up. Come over here. So, I'm going to hit up the floor. So start off here. As you can tell, if you look, it's already 10 times better. But obviously we're going to vacuum it up and as you can tell, there's a lot of rubbish in this. All the rubbish on the seats for now. Get the carpet. Now we've done that side, we'll go on to the other side. Hit up the boot, come over with this. So, I don't know, have we shown the boot yet? Maybe not. So here's the boot. Alright, so we've got some stuff to take out. Soil cleaned up. Boost the seat. Say here, bring this close up. Have a look at this. Yeah, come this way. If you watch it. Yeah, we go through and do this floor. I'll bring this a little bit closer. Yeah, as you can tell, it's all real dirty. So if you have a look with the camera, yeah, see here, it's all dirty. Come closer. Alright, we'll start vacuuming. How you going?
Flex those tummy.
Huh?
Flex those tummy. Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to come around here. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over the seats with some interior shampoo. We're going to get out some stains. So we're going to spray it on first, extract it, pull it out, and get out some stains and stuff and freshen up the interior. Let's do it.
You're against the light. When you're talking, you're against the light. That's alright.
Okay. Now, hopefully you can see it, but extract the seats. That's coming up 10 times better. Mosquitoes.
How are you feeling?
Tired. It's a lot of work. We'll go through it.
Let's
Next
go!
part, driver's seat, back seat, wipe down the interior, windows, smelly, and then car's done.
Let's go, Daniel!
Yep.
Easy. Go. Go. What?
There's a cut on my finger.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's fucking covered in chemicals.
Oh. That's not good.
So here's the finish of the detail of this. All done. All clean, massive difference to what it was before, which is good. In the back. Cool.